Hello, traders. How are you doing? So to my side, I've been well. So today is on Wednesday, and as usual, as um, I promised on Sunday that I'll make a video on the update on the top-down analysis that we did on our Sunday video. And today is the day that we are going to have that update. So before we start our video, let me start by asking you how is your trading week so far? Have you taken any trade so far? Have you seen any setup for you to take any trade? So for me, I did took a trade on Monday on gold, and it was a win trade. So yesterday I was trying to take a trade here on GJ. I think on the video that I uploaded yesterday, you saw that. But unfortunately, the market was not moving, so I ended up closing that trade. So the trade was neither a win nor a loss. So you can see here the market was very choppy since on Monday on this pair there has been no movement. So forgive me if you are new, please welcome. If you are new, please feel at the right place. You're very much welcomed. And kindly, if you have not subscribed to our channel or to my channel, kindly you can do so. You can just take like 5 seconds of your time and click on that subscription button. It's the only way that you can motivate me to keep on uploading these videos for you to learn. So make sure you do so, and also like the video so that you can recommend it to as many traders as possible. And that is those people who are struggling with this journey of trading, so that you can help those people. So without further ado, let's just look at the pairs that we did do the analysis. I think we started with the GJ. On that top-down analysis, I think we did analysis on 3 pairs, and I'm just going to do the update on those pairs, and maybe I will add one pair for you, that is gold. I think I promised to do analysis on gold, but I didn't get time to do so. But today, I think if time allows us, we'll do that analysis. So if you have not checked that video on the top-down analysis, so I think I will leave a link on the description of this video. So make sure to check on that video, and maybe you will learn 1 or 2 to 3 things from that video. So let me just jump into this video and show you what we did. So we looked at this pair on this pair, that is GJ, and we concluded that the GJ was bullish from the higher time frame. You can see here we have a break of structure, so we are bullish on the GJ. But we said, although now the higher time frame is bullish, it doesn't mean that we have to wait for a market to remember. Now we are in a retracement or the pullback phase. So this was the expansion phase, but currently we are in a pullback. So it doesn't mean that now that we are in a pullback, we are just supposed to sit there and wait for the market to come to a point of interest. So you can just take part on this counter trend. So we say this is what we call a counter trend. A counter trend is when we are going against the trend, of which is not something that I may recommend for a beginner. But if you just have some skills and you know what you are doing, you can still capitalize on this pullback, or what we call these counter trends. So the reason I'm saying so, because for here, if I think we try to pick our Fibonacci tool, we place from the swing high to the swing low, and we realize that the GJ has not yet traded to the discount area, so we are expecting some push to the discount before now you can look for a buy setup for us to buy or to join this momentum going to the upside. That is a trend. So now that the GG has not yet traded to the discount area, so we are still looking for sales at least to the 50%, and this was our point of interest as we had marked on the daily time frame. So please, if you are confused on what are these, so kindly again just look at the description of this video. You will find a link on that video top-down analysis, then you will understand why we marked this point of interest. So going to the 1 hour time frame, I think that is where we got our setup. Yeah, on the 1 hour time frame, we can see pretty clear that we are on a downtrend. The internal structure is bearish. So this is what we had marked as our breakout structure. This was our inducement since the market never created the major inducement. So what we had here was a minor inducement. Then you have these two equal highs here. Then you have this order block or the supply zone that I think I marked on the 1 hour, 2 hours time frame. We have that supply zone right there. So I think we were somewhere here when we were doing our analysis. So you can see very clear that the market has been consolidating since Monday here. It's not picking the direction. You can see it is just bouncing back. There is no momentum since Monday up to today. So, and whenever we have this kind of movement in the market, when the market is this choppy or consolidating, so I advise just stay away from that pair and just look for a pair that is clean and that is having a momentum. That is the point. So I'm still waiting for GJ to come to this POI. You can see the market is just building some liquidities here. We have this eye here now. This is our liquidity. There is liquidity above this eye. We also have these equal highs. So still we are holding for this setup. So setup is still valid. So let's wait and see whether the market will trade to this PO highs of ours. Then from here now you can take a sell. Maybe you can wait for confirmation, or you can take an aggressive entry from this area. Stop loss some pips above the swing high here. Always make sure you give your stop loss some few pips for it to breathe. Don't be too greedy. Just make sure you give market some place or some time, some few pips for it to breathe. So that is the setup that I'm having here on GJ. Now going to the next pair, and I think the next going to the next pair, of which it was a GJ, not GJ, sorry, it was the Euro USD. And I think the Euro USD has played as we anticipated. This is what we had. I think from the higher time frame, we saw that the Euro USD, let me go to the 4 hour time frame. In the 4 hour time frame, really. Yeah, let me go to the daily. I think we concluded that from the higher time frame, that is the daily time frame, you can see that the Euro USD is bullish, but currently we are in a retracement phase. Although the GJ, not GJ, but Euro USD has already retraced to the 50% of the Fibo, but still the internal structure is bearish. So until the internal structure changes to bullish, we won't be looking for any buy setup. So that is it on the higher time frame. So let me just go direct to 1 hour time frame and show you. So when we were doing our analysis, this is where we were. When we were doing our analysis, the EU had already traded to this supply zone right here. You can see, I think we were somewhere here. So we had this, Monday started where from this way, this year. So although we had some doubts and we said that, I think, let me show you something on the 4 hour time frame. From the 4 hour time frame, you can see that this is the last break of structure to the downside. So this is what I told you. So I said until the market breaks this high here, you see this black line, until the market breaks this high, we are still bearish. So that is why I told you to wait for the confirmation before taking this trade. Although the market didn't give us the confirmation here for us to take the trade, but you can see the market moved to the downside. You can see pretty clear that we are in a bearish trend. So for me, I like to go to the lower time frame for me to look for an entry, for the confirmation entry. And from this area, I didn't see any confirmation entry for me to take any trade. But currently, there is this setup that I'm watching on EU. This is the setup that I'm watching here. You can see when after the market came to this low, pushed to the upside, then pushed to the downside and swept liquidity below this low. After sweeping this liquidity, to push to the upside and induced this high. You see here there is an inducement. After inducing this high, you can see now the market pushed to the downside and broke the structure to the downside. So now this becomes my strong high. So this high here is my strong high. Let me mark like that. That is my strong high, and this is my weak low. We have weak low. So now, after this, you can see the market has already created a major inducement here and has already swept that major inducement. So we still have this inducement and also have these relative equal highs on top here. Then this is my supply zone or my order block. So that is what I'm anticipating, expecting the market to come here, and then I will take a trade from there. So you can still go ahead and place the limit order there, but for me, I'll just wait for the market because I don't think whether today the market will manage to come all the way here. Maybe tomorrow, we might see that setup playing out. Now remember, market, it's not a must that the market will come to this point of interest. So the market can decide to come and induce this high, then push to the some hub to the hub side, or maybe clear this liquidity here. Then from there, it can decide to draw from there. So still, I can still be advised on that. You can still wait for your confirmation. Maybe market might fail to come to this POI, then decide to change character inside this area within this inducement and maybe this liquidity high here. If we get that, still you can take the trade targeting this low. But this is what I'm anticipating, and that is the setup currently. So it's a very nice setup. The stop loss should be above this high. This is our strong high. So stop loss should be some few pips above that high to be safe. So that is it on Euro USD. Now let me go to the last pair. That was USD JPY, I think. USD JPY has played as we anticipated. Because this is what we did in our analysis. So we were expecting the USD JPY to buy from this demand zone because I think this was the last candle that was printed here. So I was expecting to see a confirmation entry here for me to take a buy, although this pair never gave us that confirmation. But there is this setup that I'm having here on the USDJPY that I'm currently watching. You can see here we had some kind of change of character, of which this is a weak change of character since it has not swept any liquidity within this leg here. So I knew very well this low here will be induced, and you can see here very clear this low was induced. I think it was yesterday we saw this inducement. Then today when I woke up, I found that the market has already pushed to the upside and broke the structure to the upside. So that means now this is our strong low, this low here. This is our strong low. And this here should be our strong high, although it's not confirmed yet until we see this major inducement. So we cannot say that this is our strong high. because market has not yet started retracing. But what I have now, this is my major inducement. Remember on our previous video, that is on our top-down analysis, I explained this. Major inducement is formed after the break of structure or change of character. The minor one is formed before the break or maybe the change of character. So this is the setup that I'm currently watching. So maybe in the comment section you can tell me what do you think about this setup, because this is what I'm having. I'm expecting the market to come to this pure high, then we take a buy from here. So stop loss should be below this low. I don't expect the market to push to the downside to sweep this liquidity, since there is nothing here. This order block has already been mitigated by this low. So this is the only place that I can see um, an interesting order block for me to take the trade. So that is it on the update. So currently we have to set up, not to really, we have that setup on a GJ, we have the setup on EURUSD, and we are having this setup now on a USDJPY. So maybe I can give you an overview on the gold. Let's look at the gold and see what the gold is doing. So I'm just my chart looks a bit dirty, but I'm just going to explain. I'm not going to delete whatever I'm having here, so I'm going to just explain whatever I'm looking for here. So let me just start from this area here. Let me start from this place. See, this is the last break of structure to the upside. After that, this low had already solved liquidity here. So this is my change of character. After this market structure shift, we see this retracement to this order block. After that, let me go to 1 hour time frame. After that, this is my valid break of structure. This is a fake break of structure. If you don't know about the fake and the valid break of structure, make sure to visit that video. Although I'll make another video explaining details on how to mark or on how to identify a fake and a valid BOS. I think that will be my next video. So stay tuned on the channel. I'll soon upload a video on how to identify a valid BOS and also a fake BOS. Then you are having a change of character right here. For now, don't forget from the higher time frame, that is 4 hour time frame, we are bearish because this is the last this is where we have the change of character. This is our swing high and this is our swing low. So until this eye is broken, we are still bearish. Until this eye is broken, that is, we are still bearish. So but now we cannot just say we are bearish, then we just take trades blindly. So after that, we see this, we have a change of character here. And then we have been having some break of structure to the downside. But I think last week on Friday, I saw this bullish movement to the upside and changed the character here to the upside. But still, remember, market had left this order block here without mitigating it. Market never mitigated this order block after shifting to the downside. So I'm still expecting to see some movement from this order block here. This order block, I'm still expecting to see some setup from here. So let me just go to the lower time frame and show you what I'm expecting or what I'm anticipating. So for that trade I took on Monday, it was somewhere here. I think I made that video yesterday. You can check on my channel. Now I took that setup. It was somewhere here. For me, this is a fake break of structure because it never swept any liquidity within this leg here because there was nothing to be swept here. So this is still a fake BOS. This is my inducement. So we are having another break of structure somewhere here. After this break of structure, we also have another break of structure. But still, this pullback here, I cannot say that this is a valid break of structure since the market never swept any liquidity. But for me, Now that the market has induced this low, if I can get a sweep of this eye, if the market can come and sweep this eye here, then push and break these lows here, then I will get what you call a valid change of character. I don't know whether you are getting me. If the market is going to push from here and sweep this eye, it can either sweep by a candle or maybe by a wick. Then after that, push to the downside and break this low. Then I will get what we call a valid change of character. Then from there now I can look for a place to take a sell targeting what? This demand zone that is seated here. So that is what I'm having on gold. If we get a sweep of this eye, then a good change of character, then I will take a sell targeting this inducement and also this order block. The reason why I'm saying this order block, let me go to the 4-hour time frame. Is it 1 hour time frame? Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. The reason why I'm saying this order block here, because this was my, before this change of character to the upside, this was my strong high and this was my weak low. The reason why I'm saying this was my strong high because it had swept liquidity above this high, then pushed to break the structure. So now after the change of character, this becomes my strong low, and this becomes my strong low. This becomes my weak high. So I'm still expecting to see some buy movement from this area, or maybe somewhere down here, because this is the last low before market. This is the law that led to this change of character, not this law, this law. And I think from the 4-hour time frame, you can see, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you see very well, there is an order block here, and then there is a fair value gap. The market can either react from this area or this area. So whenever you have these contradicting point of interest, if you have like more than one point of interest and you are not sure which point of interest the market is going to react from, it is always advisable you work with confirmation. Wait for the market to come to your POIs, then from there now you can look for your setup. So that is it, guys. I don't know how you think about these setups that I've shared today with you. So if you have any question, or maybe you can just leave your comment on the comment section, and maybe you can just give me a pair that you want to analyze next, or maybe an area that you are not getting clearly, you want me to explain. So without any further remarks, I wish to stop at that point. See you in the next one. Happy week ahead. Bye bye.